Okay, so we're going to start working on the binomial expansion. This is actually a very, very useful technique that I hope you don't forget how to do. It's very easy to forget how to do this because you're just going to learn it for literally a week, and you'll probably just drop it out of your brain. But I think it's like super useful. And here's the useful for it is sometimes you'll get questions later down the road where they'll ask you, hey, what's x plus 1 to the third? And you're just going to say to yourself, oh my god, I don't want to do this because I have to write it out like this. And that's super annoying. And then you're going to get like x squared plus 2x plus 1, and then you distribute again. It's like super annoying, right? You don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. No one likes doing this. If they say they like doing this, they're lying. Okay? There's a shortcut to do this. Okay? Because right off the bat, I would know this is x to the third plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1. There's a nice little shortcut to that. Okay? It all starts out with Pascal's triangle. Have you ever heard of that one before? Well, Pascal's triangle is used to expand a binomial of the form x plus y to the n. The triangle gives the coefficients for the expansion and is named after the famous French mathematician Blaise Pascal. Okay? Well, here's the triangle. I'm going to kind of go, this kind of has like everything right here, nice and pretty, so I'm going to kind of do the same thing. So I'm going to start with 1. There's a reason I put it like way out there. And then it goes 1, 1. That's not even memorized. After that, it's just all math. So the outsides are always 1, and you just add the two numbers in between. So it's 1 plus 1? 2. What's 1 plus 2? 2 plus 1? 1 plus 3? 3 plus 3? 3 plus 1. I was going to say pause for the cause right here. Get those to catch up. And I'm going to keep going even further. So what's the pattern here? First off, it makes a triangle. Good call. The outside terms are always 1. The inside terms are determined by adding the terms above it. Right? So there's a reason I put the 4 in between the 3 and the 1 because 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay? So what's the first number in the next one? 1. What's the next number? 5. Then. Yay. Try the last one on your own. Alright, any further questions with the triangle? You're going to like the triangle. Triangle is a good thing. We like the triangle. It's like a cult now. We like the triangle. Okay. Hey, how is this useful? Let's come back here to this problem right here. Okay? This is a power 3, so I'm going to use the n equals 3 row, which is right here. 1, 3, 3, 1. Hey, look at this. 1, 3, 3, 1. No way.
No way.
Here's the next part. The first term is the highest power and starts to climb down. So see how that's x to the third? It's the highest power because n equals 3, and it climbs down. So it goes from third to squared to just regular, and then x to the 0, which is nothing. Same thing happens with the 1. It actually climbs back. It climbs up. So this would be 1 to the 0. I didn't write it down because nobody writes down 1s. This would be 1 to the 1, 1 squared, 1 to the third. Okay, let me do it like almost the same exact problem, but doing it like this. That was the exact problem. Okay, with a 2. Okay, this one would be x cubed plus 3x squared times 2 to the first, because this is 2 to the 0. This is 2 to the first, plus 3x 2 to the second, plus 1 x to the 0, and then 2 to the third. So you see how 2 climbed upwards? So this was 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 2 to the 3. Yeah, well, you start with 0. So 0 is the exponent. That's why it's not there. And then the next term is the 1, then the 2, then the 3, and it keeps just going up until whatever number we have. Okay? So this simplifies nicely to x cubed plus 6x squared plus 12x plus 8. Never again do you have to ever just, oh no, I have to distribute twice. No, or 3 times. No. Okay? Let's take these ideas and start number 1. Which row am I using, by the way, for number 1? Or for this one right here? 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. If you notice, there's always one more term than the power. Why is there always one more term than the power? Very good, class, because we do a 0 power. We go from 0, here my fingers, 0, 1, 2, 3, my fingers look really ugly, by the way, 4, 5, 6 terms. Okay, that's how that works. So, what's the very first term for this one? X to the 5th. Y to the 0. Do I need to write that down? No. And what's the coefficient in front? The 1. Plus, what's the coefficient? I'm on this row, right? 5. X to the Y to the plus. You're correct. It climbs up. So this is Y to the 0. This is Y to the 1. It's going to be climbing up while X is climbing down. So the next number is going to be 10. Ooh. Plus X is decreasing. Y increases because the second number increases. Plus X to the 0, which is 1, and then a 1, which is just 1, and then Y to the 4th. So 1 times 1 times 5, or Y to the 4th is, sorry, Y to the 5th is Y to the 5th. And that's your final answer. How much work did you actually need to do? This is a one-step problem. Okay? Most of these are one step. Some of them are 2 steps. Just depends how good you are at mental math. Okay? Is any good? All right. We'll do number 2 together. Make sure that we're good, and then we'll try one on your own. And then, we're almost done with the notes after that. These are not long notes. So if you're in band, this should not be a long video that you're watching. And you better be watching it. Yeah, somebody from, I think, I forgot what country. I did look at it. So there was one international country that watched this. Unless one of you is on a VPN. That's the other thing. If someone's on a VPN, it's going to read off like any country. Why would you use a VPN? What are you doing illegally to use a VPN? You have to use VPN. So, you're not supposed to do that, though. You're using a VPN to do something you shouldn't be doing, and now it's on video. Good thing they can't hear you.
They don't know what my voice sounds like?
Yeah, that's right. That's true, Daniela.
You didn't say the last name. It could be any Daniela. Yeah, it could be any Daniela. Yeah. Don't say my last name. He doesn't know my last name.
Okay, you want me to guess right now? Alvarado. That was a good joke about using a VPN. None of you do that.
It's my colleague.
Okay. So for this one, let's go through this. So this is a fourth. So I'm using n equals 4. So I'm using which row? The one that has a 4 in it.
Oh, we don't use the fourth.
Right. Well, this is the 0 row. Right. I don't really count the 0 row. Right. That's the 0, and then this is the 1. This is the 2, 3, 4. Remember, it has one more term than the power. So let's go through it. So this is going to be x squared to the 4th. Plus, what's the coefficient now?
Wait. Hold on.
We're going through it again. So you can do the first term to the 4th. This is just x squared to the 4th. I'm not simplifying it yet. I will simplify it, but not right now. Right now I'm just going through the steps of writing out the binomial. And then 4x squared to the... And then 2 to the 1. If you want to write a 1 right there for giggles, go for it. I will, because it's notes. Plus, what's the coefficient? Two to the... And hey, if you start to get lost a little bit, if I were to add up all these powers in each term, like for the one above, how many powers does each term add up to? For the top, for number 1. For 5, because it's a power 5, so all of these are going to add up to 5. Every single one of them. Same thing down here. The reason I didn't use this one, because you already have a squared in there, but outside of the parentheses, you should have every single power adds up to a 4. So that's a 4, that's 3 plus 1, that's 2 plus 2. Okay, and what's the next term? To the 1 plus 2 to the 4th, because everything else gets to the 0. Yeah, so it disappears. All right, let's do a quick simplification here. Who remembers what do we do? What's x squared to the 4th? Multiply. Power and a power. So x to the 8th plus, let's do the numbers first. What's 4 times 2? X to the plus, let's do the numbers. So 6 times 4 is 24. X to the plus 32. Plus that number, 16. Wasn't that so fun? Oh gosh, I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to have you try this on your own. Just be aware, this minus sign goes along with the y's. Okay? So you should be alternating signs as you go. That minus sign goes with the y's. It can also be written as this if you're lost. Can also be written as that. So please try this on your home. On your own. I was going to say own, and try it at home as well as you're watching this video. Oh, I'm going to pause it, so you better pause the video. Alright, is that what you got as your first step?
Yeah.
Hopefully. So I said these signs are going to alternate. Well, I didn't distribute the negative sign yet, so that's why it's not alternating yet. So what's 2x to the 3rd? And I swear to gosh, if you say 2x to the 3rd. Thank you, it's 8. And the 3rd goes to the 2 and the x. 8x to the 3rd. Okay, what's my coefficient going to be in front now? Okay, well don't forget, this is going to become what? 4x squared? So, what kind of 12?
Negative 12.
All I'm doing from here, I hope this should not be the hard part, by the way. This is the simplification that Algebra 1 students should be able to do. I know, you're rolling your eyes at me like, hey, stop saying that. Well, I'm being truthful. This is not the hard step. The first step here is the hard step. The next step is just simplifying. Okay, so the next one is going to become a plus 6, because that negative is going to get squared, so it's plus 6 xy squared. And negative y cubed is
Negative y cubed.
minus y cubed. It's the same thing, but according to your calculator it's not, which is so weird. It is. Why does the calculator have a negative button and a minus button? They should function as the exact same thing. That annoys me. Because you go on your computer, if you do like equation solver or some of that stuff, which I'm sure some of you have done, figure out math problems, the minus sign is a negative sign because there is no minus sign on the keyboard. So, rant over. Okay. So, let's just go through this. I'll talk about this formula in just a second here. Find the seventh term of the expansion. So that means I have to do the entire Pascal's triangle and then go through that.
There's a trick.
There's a trick. There's a formula right here. Did you say negative y to the 6 back there? You're super duper close. You're very close. I believe it's positive y to the 6. This is not bad because it's the 7th term, and it's of a power 6, so you know it's the very last one. So that one's not that hard to figure out. But let's go through with this formula anyway. Let's talk about it. So, in this says right here, n is the degree of the expansion. So in this case, what's n? R is the term number minus 1. So, well, it'd be 6 because it's the term number 7 minus 1. So it's going to be 6. X is the first term. Y is the second term. Okay? So let's go through this. This is going to be 6c6. X to the 6 minus 6. Y to the 6. Lots of 6's. 6, 6, 6. 6. 6. Hey, I'm not the one that came up with this problem with a bunch of 6's in it. Alright, where have we seen this 6C6? 6C6. No.
He's going to.
What do you think he's going to?
Eventually, at some point.
I don't think he's ever going to watch these.
Yeah,
Yeah, your VPN's going to be done for. Actually, there's nothing they can do about the VPN. Oh, they take your phone away?
Everyone uses VPN. There's not a person in this classroom that has not used a VPN. I don't have it.
Oh, you just got called out by like 5 people.
And that's because y'all use Snapchat. Don't worry.
Okay, alright. I at one time in my life used a VPN. I used a
Yeah, you
VPN.
used it once.
Once, I used a VPN so that I would be in Boston, Massachusetts, so that I could watch a Red Sox game.
Oh. That's a lot more. I just use it literally just so that I can have better connection.
Okay. I was in my young career as a college student. Didn't want
Committed to using a VPN.
to pay for anything. That's all a joke.
It's all a joke, yeah, it's all a joke.
All right, hey, let's talk about this 6C6 thing again. If you hit this alpha button right down here, alpha F2, it's going to be choice number 8. See that big C?
Wait.
It's going to be down there. Okay? I'm just showing you where it is. I'm not done. I'm not like typing it in yet. I'm just showing you where it is.
Alpha what?
So alpha F2. Like your F1s, your F2s, they all got helpful things in them. Very helpful things. Is there anything in F5? No, there's nothing in F5. So, anyway, yes, question. Math, probability. Yeah, you can do the same thing. That's more work.
Yeah.
That's like 3 more buttons I have to push. That's way too much. Okay, so since it's 6, I'm going to go 6. The C.
Or you could just put the thing in, and then it gives you the option like.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it your way then. Oh. These calculators really dumb it down for you, don't they? So that number is going to be a
1.
1, which we should have known anyway because it was the last term. What's x to the 6 minus 6?
0.
So x to the 0 is?
0.
I'll just write it like that, just for giggles. And then y to the 6th. Is this all simplified nicely? So what's 1 times 1 times y to the 6th?
What? Why 6?
Y 6. Y 6. 6c6. 6c6. 6 minus 6, 6. Alright, number 5. Let's find the fourth term. You want to do this one on your own? Get 30-second head start. Alright, that's it. Just try 30-second head start. Figure out your n, your r. And that's really about it. That's it. Don't forget, r is the term number minus 1. Combination. Like if you have 6 people and you have to choose 6 people, how many ways can you choose 6 people? I mean, order does not matter. One way. Who, me? Do what I want. This is a dictatorship in here. This one's a little bit trickier because the y term is negative 10z. So in this case, I'll write like this. X is x. Well, duh. And y is equal to negative 10z. Does that feel well? You probably should be looking at the problem. Alright, so go to your handy dandy calculator. Seven choose 3. It's going to be a 35 guy. X to the 4. Negative 10 to the third is negative 1,000. Z to the third. Clean it up. Negative 35,000. X to the 4. Z to the third. Excuse you.
How'd you get negative 1,000?
Because negative 10 to the third is negative 1,000. Remember, this 3 has to get distributed here and here. Are we good here? Before we go on, because the next one's tricky. It's just a tricky way. They ask this problem completely different. It's a little tricky. It's a lot of fun. Let's go do it. Okay, last problem here. Find the coefficient A in this term of this expansion. So we need to figure out what this term is first off, and then we'll figure out what that number in front of it is. So what do I know? I need to know 4 things. I need to know N, R, X, and Y. Do I know all of them? Yes. I do, actually. What's my N? N is 8. What's my R? This is where it's really helpful to know the formula. Isn't it Y to the R? So isn't R 2? Guys, look at the formula. It's X to the N minus R, and then Y to the R. This is Y to the 2, so R is 2. What's my X value? It's 2X. It's kind of weird. I don't know how I'm writing it. I'm just going off the formula. But the first term is 2X, and then the second term is negative 3Y. So all we're going to do is plug this in the formula, and then figure out what that number is. Here we go. 8 choose to x, which is 2x to the 8 minus 2, and then negative 3y to the 2. Well, what is 8 choose to? I'm getting lazy. I'm just recalling it back up from the front. You're going to get a solid 28.
Will it ever not be a solid?
It will always be an integer. You can't choose to get negative, or it'll always be a whole number. Put it that way. You'll never choose it to get like a negative or a fraction. What's 8 minus 2? 6. What's 2 to the 6th? 64. So 64x to the 6th. What's negative 3 squared? 9y squared. So now I just need to do 28 times 64 times 9, and I have my number. Luckily I have a calculator, so 28 times 64 times 9, and kablamo. We get 16,128 x to the 6th, y squared. So what's my a value? 16,128. Any questions? If you have any questions, you can comment below. Nobody has commented any of my videos for the past 3 months I've been here. Nobody is. Have I been here for 3 months? Yeah, 3 months. Please like or dislike. I don't care. Actually, if you dislike a lot, that might get flagged. Maybe Mr. Deuce will look at it and find out that Danielle uses a VPN.